The universe we live in has 3 spatial dimensions and 1 for time. At least that's the story we've always believed. But what if there's more? What if reality hides an unseen corridor tucked quietly within the fabric of the cosmos? The idea of a 5th dimension isn't new. In 1919, a German mathematician named Theodor Kaluza proposed a radical theory. He suggested that by adding a 5th dimension to Einstein's general relativity, you could unite gravity with electromagnetism. It was a bold attempt to weave the universe's forces into a single thread. Not long after, physicist Oscar Klein built on the idea. He proposed that this extra dimension might be tightly compacted, curled up so small we couldn't perceive it. Together, Kaluza and Klein laid the groundwork for what's now called Kaluza-Klein theory. Their thinking helped shape modern theories like string theory and brought higher dimensions into serious scientific conversation. Over time, this strange idea found its way into some of the most advanced theories in physics, not just as a curious possibility, but as a necessary component to explain what we still don't understand. Why consider another dimension at all? Because some of the universe's biggest mysteries refuse to fit within the 4 we know. Gravity, for example, behaves differently from the other fundamental forces. It's vastly weaker. If gravity can travel through an extra dimension, it might explain where its strength disappears to. Dark matter is another mystery. It makes up most of the matter in the universe, yet we can't detect it with light or electromagnetic tools. Some scientists believe it could be influenced by or even located in higher dimensions. There's also the idea of mirror particles. These are hypothetical versions of particles that only interact with ours through gravity. If they exist, they might be hiding in a 5th dimension and could hold answers about the expansion of the universe, the nature of the Big Bang, or the architecture of reality itself. In late 2023, Popular Mechanics reported something extraordinary. Theoretical physicists had proposed a new kind of particle, a massive fermion, that could act as a portal to a 5th dimension. Fermions are particles like electrons and quarks, the basic building blocks of matter. This new one wouldn't just operate in our familiar dimensions, it could interact with particles across a hidden layer of space. This theory builds on what's called the Randall-Sundrum model. It imagines that our universe exists on a kind of membrane suspended in a larger dimensional space. This new fermion might be able to move between those membranes. In other words, it might carry information or energy across dimensional boundaries. If this particle exists, it wouldn't just hint at another dimension. It would provide a possible way to reach into it and perhaps even test its effects in a lab. So what does this mean? If future experiments detect this particle, physics as we know it will undergo a major shift. Unlike the Higgs boson, which confirmed part of an existing theory, this would uncover something completely new. It could offer solutions to questions that have frustrated scientists for generations. It might help explain dark matter. It could bring us closer to unifying the laws of quantum mechanics with general relativity. It might even change how we think about the origin and structure of the universe. And if we can find this particle and prove the 5th dimension is real, it won't just be an idea anymore. It will be a part of our world. Maybe not one we can walk through, but one that constantly shapes everything we see. Researchers will continue probing this theory at major particle accelerators. If this dimension exists, the evidence could already be hiding in the data. Until then, we wait, we wonder, and we keep exploring. If you enjoyed this journey into the strange and scientific, subscribe for more. This is just the beginning.